If you are the friend who usually doesn't express their needs, lets people push past what you might be comfortable with because you happen to be the person who has a larger emotional capacity, who has a larger capacity for conflict, who has a larger capacity for being willing to repair, and you decide that you want to show up differently in your friendships and in your life. And you make the choice to express in real time when something hurts you, when you feel disrespected or unappreciated or betrayed, just when someone kind of does something that's fucked up. Then I'm sure you've lost a friend or two or three or four. I'm sure you've experienced being completely cut off from someone with no explanation and no effort towards any type of repair. I'm sure you've experienced being stonewalled or ignored, or you might have experienced them completely missing the point of your feelings and then just doubling down on justifying why they did what they did. If that is you, I feel you. And if you're like an emotional person like me, ooh, that really stings. Oof, it really stings. And sometimes, also, if you're like me, those behaviors can start to feel like, why am I being made to feel like I did something wrong or I'm being now punished because I expressed myself, because I was vulnerable enough to share that something hurt me or something didn't feel good. I know there's that saying that says, let yourself be the villain in someone else's story. And for sure, people's perceptions of you are not always your business, and the stories that they tell themselves about you, not your business. But I don't necessarily want to make someone a villain in my story. I don't know that that's necessary all the time. I think it's important to understand that everybody's capacities are different. And I don't necessarily know my part in that person learning a certain lesson. Perhaps I was just a catalyst for someone to have a realization or an insight. That was my role in their life, or that was our moment together. I just feel like there's sometimes a bigger picture for us to zoom out in, and I don't necessarily know their bigger picture, and they don't know my bigger picture. I do have one more thing to say about this. I'll leave it here for now, but stick around for part two.